Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest.
That's right, the Black Lit Pastor.
Solo.
Abdad Soul. What's happening, my brother?
This interview has been in demand. A lot of people on Twitter have been hitting us up saying, can you get Ab-Soul on the Breakfast Club, please? So Thank you for coming. I know it's an important week for you.
Thank you. Thanks for having. You know, I'm a huge fan, man. Shout out to my boy Lord Legend. You know what I'm saying? All my homies back watching. Python P, Paso Agent.
Now what happened, man? You put the pressure on Top Dog. About a month ago, you was a disgruntled artist, seemed like. You put the pressure on Top Dog, and Top Dog had to put the album out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we was probably like more so just like messing around, and I was just kind of just saying that more so on some like, I know it's been like 2 years since I dropped my last joint, and I just didn't want nobody to think I was asleep. I turned in 2 albums last year, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been working, but you know I'm not signed to a major label, so I think like we probably just he probably wanted to take a lot more time to just try to build some momentum, steam. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't have that type of, you know, I'm Interscope,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
People always assume that you're on Interscope, though.
Yeah, I thought TDE had a label deal.
Yeah, that was. I mean, yeah, that we just did that because it's like, you know, we really move as a unit. So, you know, as soon as Kendrick started working with Dre, it's like we work with Dre.
Gotcha.
And I mean, it is like that. Like, you know, I can go walk through the Interscope building too. I'm just not.
But they not getting any of your money. They're not getting any of your money.
Why wouldn't they sign Ab-Soul? That don't make no damn sense. I mean, you're a lot of the people. You're a lot of the people's favorite person.
Hey, just know that this is a gangster party. You feel what I'm saying? We are from the hood. We are from LA. You feel me? And we gonna jug our jug. You feel what I'm saying?
Is it something that you didn't want to do? Like maybe you didn't want a major label deal because you knew you would get more money.
No, I mean, I'm just me, you know, and I think that's why TDE is as big as it is. It's because I can just be an artist. I don't have to worry about that, about this major label, independent talk. I'm not concerned about none of that.
So we can't sign you somewhere else now.
But that's all in the ball. Yeah, that's all in the balls, though, I guess. But I'm signed to Top Dog, though. You know what I'm saying? It's TDE. That's what I'm concerned about. You know what I mean?
So you was gonna leak your whole album and just ruin everything.
That's how I felt. That's just how I felt. I wouldn't, you know, I gotta, you know.
Ain't nobody leaking no album over here.
Nah.
Since y'all indie, you could have dropped whenever you wanted, though, right? Technically.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, it's a gangster part. You know what I mean? You know what I mean to get DP'd?
That don't sound too
double penetration.
Good, yeah. No, God damn, you come on, D now. God, what are you talking about,
That's
Yee?
what a DP is.
Nah, man.
Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about, Yee? Damn it, man.
The way Ab-Soul said it did sound kind of crazy. Like he was real Christianist with it. You know how I feel to get DP'd? No, I don't. Ab-Soul. Cool.
Discipline. Discipline.
My bad.
I'm gonna go home and tell my kids after that. You wanna get DP?
All right, you get your kids, take it
Go
from
in the backyard and, you know what I'm saying?
You wanna get DP?
You feel me?
Stop it.
Right.
They looked that up. They see double penetration.
I really did not ever think about that. Let's
erase that one. Hold on. Let's erase that one. DP. Write that down and erase it. No more DP.
Can't say that no more. Yeah.
But I've always respected Ab-Soul though, because you know, even though you roll with a clique, you seem like a loner.
Yeah.
And you got your own identity. You know what I mean?
Solo for sure. Absolutely. I mean,
all right. Now I gotta ask you about recent events that just went down.
Let's ask him about this beautiful young lady he got sitting by.
We're gonna get to that.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get to that. That's a whole other.
That's another reason I've respected Ab-Soul. I've always heard rumors about him being linked to this beautiful young woman.
They said she was pregnant too. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, man, that's my dog.
Yeah.
He hitting Yaris raw?
Yeah.
Whoa!
He said, yeah. All right, you know what? Okay, since we moved in that direction, we talk. You know, how did you and Yaris meet? Because I remember when y'all first started dating, there were pictures on the gram and all over the place, and they were like, "Are they dating for real?"
Word.
So how did all that happen?
I mean, kind of through Twitter. She had like she was posting like some Instagram pictures of my songs from my last album. And my boy, I'm not like all extra. I didn't know who she was before then, but like all my homies were like, "Yo, that's Yara Sanchez. You got to holler at her." Whoop. And, you know.
It worked out.
So I did.
Hold on. So you telling me that you hooked up with Yara Sanchez via Twitter? You know that's every guy's dream.
Right. That was
hook up with her via Twitter.
I took a shot. You know what I'm saying? I took a shot.
So what'd you do?
I sent her a DM.
There you go. My man.
I was in there.
She's like, hold on.
I sent the DM.
Oh, Lord, that's even worse.
Oh.
You just killed Black Twitter's dreams. Jesus Christ.
So she strong-armed you.
Yeah, she did.
So what the DM say?
Yeah, what did
kinda-
you say? I love your music.
Nah, you want to know what it said?
Yes, please.
Uh-oh.
It
You wanna
said-
come get
it
DP?
said- It said, nah.
Could you stop it with this DP stuff, he?
Oh my God, hey, that's very bad. Hey, niggas, hey, some of the scariest guys have said this for years.
Hey, stop it, yo.
Now it's scary.
Want to get DP, little? That's crazy.
Now it's even scarier.
That's so scary.
So what the DM
Double
say?
meaning.
High with 3 eyes.
Did you think you was getting catfished at any point?
No, absolutely.
He probably went and checked to make
She
sure
was
that's
verified.
really her. Yeah,
Okay.
she was
She was
verified.
She was
Verified. Had a blue
verified.
check,
Yeah,
okay.
she had a blue checks.
Did you reply with your number?
Absolutely.
My man, this is my dog right here. Don't waste no time on it.
Don't play
He was
around.
quite smooth, and he was like, "I hear you're quite the star. Text
my
me
gosh.
sometime."
Text me
Yeah.
sometime.
No,
Like,
leave
who
it up
am
to
I
her.
talking to?
Yeah.
That's what you
Like,
do,
oh, no,
asshole.
like, I hear you're quite.
I hear you're
Yeah.
quite
Damn
the
it,
star.
man.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I got-
You leave it up to her.
Hey, I mean, hey, you know, I ain't, you know, you can't be thirsty.
Mhm.
You know, you got to do it with some finesse.
There
gotta
you go.
finesse the
So when did you
plug.
fly to LA?
When did I fly to LA?
Mhm.
When did you fly Yaris to LA? He said.
Oh, fly years to LA? I mean, she's been over there a few times.
No, when you first met, or did you come here to meet her first?
I met her over here first.
All right, met her over
like
here.
it was like around the time we did like one of them that cipher that I did with Talib and when Primo was DJing.
Okay.
The BT
Okay.
BT Cypher, yeah.
Yeah, it was like around that time.
So you came up here and she had you uptown.
Yeah, like that.
said,
Or,
yeah.
Actually, I think we met. She came to one of my shows. I had a
Okay.
show. She came out to the show. I invited her to the show.
No, the funniest thing was it used to be Ab Soul sightings in Jersey, like Sasquatch. People be like, "Yeah, I seen Ab Soul from TDE." I'm like, "You ain't seen no damn Ab Soul
Yeah, I
from
be
TDE."
thugging, man. That's what I'm saying. You gotta like, man. Niggas gotta niggas gotta give me some credit, man. I've been out here really solo for real, like flying in and out. Cool.
Word.
With the thugs too. I be with the thugs too. I ain't gonna say no names.
Like, explain the name Black Lip Panther, because I used to think you used to smoke a lot, but then I read
Word.
that you suffered from
Yeah.
something I never heard of.
Steven
Steven Johnson
syndrome.
syndrome. Yeah, it's crazy.
What is that? Explain that to the people who don't
Well,
know.
yeah. At the time, I caught it when I was 10. I'm 27 now, so I caught it when I was 10. It's a very rare virus caused by a rare bacteria. It's just internal and external fever.
Mhm.
So I was literally like burning from the head down, fever. And like so, what happened was like my lip skin melted off. So when it grew back dark. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my lips were dark and like. In order to, I had like severe pink eye for like 2 or 3 months.
Jeez, pink eye is the worst.
It was wild. It was some wild, I was,
Were you freaked out?
Yeah. I mean, actually, I was. I mean, cause I wasn't really freaked out because shout out to Kaiser Sunset Pediatrics. You know what I'm saying? They were very, very nice people. They made it real cool, and I had my family with me. I had somebody with me at all times. Like
What's the survival rate for that though? Is it
I'm glad you said at the time it was 80% when I got it. So I'm a miracle. But now they got it like, I seen this, man. I seen infomercials on it. They're trying to get money for that shit now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You got Steven Johnson syndrome.
So you
Call
would have got
it.
to check all them years.
Man, I called it. I called it. Hey, I called to get that check. Like, yeah, I got it. But it'd be like, it'd be like, it'd be like certain drugs that I guess that they caught on to that like people were getting prescribed that was causing it.
Oh.
I actually caught it the real rare way. Like I was a healthy kid.
So is it like contagious or is it something?
No, it's not
internal?
contagious.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
contagious. You get it, and I think.
So you wear shades because you got to, not because you're trying to look cool.
It's bright as in here.
Got you.
Do you have to have a corneal transplant? How is it?
I need one. That's what last time I went to the eye doctor, they said I need, my cornea is severely scarred, which causes the light sensitivity. Cornea is like a windshield. So if your windshield is cracked, you get like bad glares from the sun.
Right.
That's the best analogy I could probably.
Is that something that maybe caused you to start writing? Because I read somewhere too that you used to
right. I was
used to be on
playing
Black
basketball.
Planet.
I was playing basketball first. So after I got sick and I couldn't see no more.
So you
what I'm
couldn't
saying?
see, like you was blind.
Not blind, but like I had to wear shades, and I had to kind of, if you like, imagine if you was, how bright when it's bright when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
So if you was asleep for like 2 or 3 months,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
imagine
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's very bright, so it was very. I still tried a little bit to play, but I saw that I probably wouldn't have been too successful at that. So, I worked in a record shop, so the music kind of I think just kind of followed me.
How'd the other kids treat you? Did they start treating you different?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, and that's part of the reason why I call myself the Black Lit Pastor. It's kind of like a way to
A deflection.
Yeah, exactly. You feel what I'm saying? And like it was crazy because I remember Next Friday came out. I know you smoking weed. Your lips turning black. Like, oh, man, I was not smoke. I was so hot. Like, and my eyes low.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
You used to squab a lot? You used to have to swing on people?
yeah, but not. I didn't like. To be honest with you, I've never gotten into a real fight, real altercation. I can honestly tell you that I've never gotten into a real altercation.
How'd you avoid that all this time?
I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? But as a kid, I had to get down with the homies in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Just for respect or whatever. But I managed to stay out of that type of confrontation. I've been in some rumbles. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, but nothing of my direct
Beef or problems.
Yeah, I ain't never really had an enemy.
I would say
That's
that
good.
about all the TDE artists. I feel like all of you guys are pretty peaceful. Nobody's trying to beef with nobody.
Yeah.
And just recently there was an incident with Schoolboy Q in Denver where he was on the
That
road.
was crazy, man. Shout out to the big homie Bear, man. The homie Keemavelli. You know what I'm saying? He Keemavelli now. He took 5.
He took 5?
Took 5.
Oh, somebody got hit?
Yeah, 2 people got hit, but I didn't know he got hit
Oh, I
5
know he got hit
times.
5
3 people got
times.
hit, but 5 times.
My homie Keem, I went to school with him, you know what I'm saying? He part of the team. He took 5 for the team. So,
Damn.
I mean,
That's a scary.
Why would somebody be shooting at Q?
So we still trying to figure it out, but to be honest with you, it's looking like nobody was looking for Q.
Gotcha.
It looked like something they were looking for someone else.
It just happened to be white truck in the wrong white truck.
Right.
We hope.
We hope. So I mean, and I don't want to, expound on that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Does
But-
that make you move differently now? Where you're
Nah.
like, all right, I don't know what's going on.
Protect
Let's
Yaris
figure
at
it
all
out.
costs.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I told you, I don't have any enemies.
Right.
Like I don't have any.
I wouldn't think Schoolboy Q does either.
I don't.
People
No,
just
I
hate
don't. Yeah, I
sometimes,
don't.
man.
And that's why I
That's the whole
said
thing,
we
it's
don't.
random.
We have reason to believe that that had nothing to do with us or Schoolboy Q. So that feels good.
Now,
of course we
corporate-
thought first that would him being who he is. You know what I'm saying?
If he cooperates, like the police question him, does that make him like, oh, you can't do that, you can't talk to the police? I'm just wondering.
I mean, that's just
the code.
He got nothing
He
to
was
say
a
on that.
gangster, like he know how to do that. He'd probably tell you how to handle that more than me. I just know I don't want
I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I wasn't there.
Can we clear up the rumor? Is Yaris pregnant? Are y'all having a baby?
Look at her. Does she look pregnant?
Nah, I don't know. I caught.
You don't know if she's
How did
pregnant.
that? You don't know she's pregnant.
She called herself the Dalai Mama, and I
Oh.
posted a picture and I said she's the Dalai Mama,
Mhm.
and
then
I
people
think
say-
they got that from that. I don't
Oh.
know. I guess Mama.
No babies.
You trying to have a baby?
Yeah.
There's
why not?
absolutely no reason for you to be
He said,
using
"Why
a condom.
not?"
Yeah.
With Yaris.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to be using a condom with Yaris.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
Yeah.
But you
know?
pull out.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't do that
At
either.
some point, you gotta. Yeah. You can't stay in forever. I had to get up. We had to come to the Breakfast Club. You know?
How'd you get the name Absol?
It's a long story, but it does derive from absolute.
Okay.
I tell everybody to go check out my first mixtape, Long Term 1, an amazing long term series, and it has a full detailed explanation of that. You feel me? But it does stem from absolute. It was a real spiritual way of how I came about it, but it's dope. I'd encourage
Explain it. That's what the interview's for.
You want
Yeah. Because your real name's Herbert.
Oh, right. My real name is Herbert.
Okay.
That
So
boy's a Google king over there, boy.
I know.
That's what you're supposed to do. Research on
right,
people.
yeah, no,
Come in.
it's just so long. Like, and like,
Herbert, don't you see like your mama, your
all
daddy?
right, right, that's whack, right? So what do you do? Like, what is Herbert, right? So my cousin, my cousin Dion, his rap name at the time when we were kids was Snap G.
Okay.
So he changed his name, and then I took his name for a second, and Snap G.
How can you take your cousin's
just took
rap
his name.
name?
Because I couldn't think of nothing to go with
Somebody
Herbert.
else's rap name.
Herbert would have been hot.
No,
Herbert,
Snap G was
right?
better.
Herbert today would be
Herbie
crazy.
the rap bug.
Right.
He'll be a
Herbie the. Hey, you are crazy. Hey, all right.
Definitely not.
I was for sure Herbie the Love Bug as a kid, for sure. But so when I started rapping on Black Planet, really trying to get into it, like
Black
messing
Planet.
around.
I thought that's where people go to hook up.
Right, that's where people went to hook up, but we was on there rapping seriously.
But you was typing though, right?
Typing.
Yeah.
Like it was so tight. I gotta pull it. I know it still goes on to this day. It was so crazy. You know, use different HTML and colors with it was so font. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Italics with the words you rhyming with. It was
Gotcha.
so tight. Like so that's where I hone my skills for sure. But I flipped open a dictionary and first it went to precise. So I used precise for a long time, and then when you're doing that, you want an alias eventually. So a synonym for precise is absolute.
Gotcha.
So I took that one, I ran with that one, and that stuck. So I kept that for a second. When I graduated from high school in 2005, you know, I started taking rap seriously. I wasn't too interested in going to college. And, you know, copyright issue with absolute, of course. I don't like vodka. I don't like, you know, so I didn't want it to be.
You like cognac.
Yeah, I like cognac if I was to sip cognac. If I was to sip liquor, I mean, I'll take a cognac. But
Remy.
Henny.
He likes Henny.
Henny makes me.
I sip some Remy with you though.
Yeah.
But I got to.
No, you can't say shit on here.
I'm sorry. Henny's a laxative.
Right.
Remy's an aphrodisiac. But continue.
Someone's getting a check. Okay.
Okay.
Check.
Well, yeah. So yeah, absolute. And then I was trying to copyright my name, and then, you know, absolute didn't work. Then I went to this. My sister was in a acting school.
Okay.
Real famous acting school, AGC, and Ravon too. You heard of Ravon?
Never heard of her.
Signed to
I know
signed to
her.
Neo's.
Yeah, she's a singer.
Neo's
She's
label.
dope.
She's from Carson too. I went to school with her as well. She was in this play with my sister, the Dream Girls. They put it on production of the Dream Girls before the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first time seeing it. It was a great production. But it was the kid that played Jimmy Early.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy got soul.
Gotcha.
Jimmy killed it, right? Like the crowd went wild, right? I was
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, that's it. Absolute. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, I go back to the record shop. It's an R&B group called Absolute.
Can't win.
So you dropped the loot.
Drop the loot. Threw the dash in like Jay-Z.
Bad Dash Soul.
Absolutely.
Bomb.
That's a long ass
That's
story.
a lot- that's what I'm saying.
No, he said it was a
You feel
spiritual
me?
explanation
Yeah,
for it. I'm
it's
waiting for God to
spiritual.
come
But
to
I'm
him to
saying,
sleep.
But you gotta think.
Everything happens
It's
for a
spiritual.
reason.
Yeah, everything
The way it
happens for a
happened.
reason, because the way
Yeah.
that happened, this was before I, you know, got into anything like that.
Gotcha.
Like this whole spiritual trip, I was elsewhere with it. So like how I ended up in Ab Soul, like literally translates to from the soul.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's a real, you know, alpha, beta. We could go. You know what I'm saying? It's ill. So like, you know, getting into the things that I'm into today as an adult, it's just dope how that.
How'd you get so spiritual? Were your parents religious people? Or?
Yeah, very really. I grew up in the church. I had
Okay.
perfect attendance in Sunday school till I was about 16, 17
go.
years old. You know what I'm saying? And I read the autobiography of Malcolm X and tripped out.
By Alex Haley?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great guy.
So what do you claim now? What's your denomination?
Solo.
Oh, got you.
Oh no. High power. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's the religion.
Well, the album these days is out, and what I really like about it is the content of the music.
Thank you.
You know, it's not just like certain things that you address, like double standards for men and women. You know, I thought that was impressive. And you also address a relationship that you had previously that obviously was a difficult one for you.
Yeah.
You
What
know,
was so difficult about it?
She actually passed. Like she passed. I don't want to say how she passed, but she passed. And it's very unfortunate, very, very difficult for us to get through. She was very, very important part of the whole camp. She was on all of our projects. Lori Joe, by the way, rest in peace.
right? And so is it difficult for you when you're writing these things? Like, do you ever get choked up, emotional, or is it just...
Yeah. I mean, you probably more so referring to like the Book of Soul.
Mhm.
And that was very difficult to do. Me and Punch just like, got the studio to ourselves, and I just choked it up and tried to get it off, and came out cool. I'm choked up right now.
Can we get to another topic now?
Right, yeah,
let's talk about you having better hair than SZA.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Do you and SZA trade hair techniques, hair tips?
Nah. I'm probably a little silkier than SZA.
Silkier. What kind of products do you use?
This God's work right here. This is all God's work. Yeah.
No Moroccan oil?
Yeah, nothing like that. Shout
You
out
didn't
to
try to help him out?
she do. I really don't like that because I ain't trying to go out like Mike. You know, you put all that stuff in your hair.
Yeah, one spark is over.
Yeah, right.
Cool, but you like to smoke cigarettes.
Right. Nah, that's me. I smoke cigarettes. Q don't smoke cigarettes.
You smoke weed.
He smoke weed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm the cigarette smoker. Unfortunately, I'm trying to shake the habit.
So what are your expectations now? How do you feel about the album coming out today? I know it's been a long road and you've been very anxious to let's go, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, I was very, very upset I was the last one of the homies to come here, right?
That's on you. That's not on us.
Wait till your album drop.
You feel me?
We've been waiting.
Yeah,
You
that's
could
what
have
I'm
hit me
saying.
up and said, I'm in New York, because clearly you
I
always
feel
here.
you. Oh, yeah, you got to hit me because I got a new phone. It's the same number, though.
Okay,
But
yeah,
I
you
lo-
could have hit
I
me
lo-
and
I
said,
lost
I'm
all
going
my
to come
time.
through, you know.
I mean, but I'm saying I had to have a purpose, too. I couldn't just come up here for, everybody, usually come when they got an album to promote or,
Makes sense.
Something to talk about. It makes sense.
The first time I saw you perform was at SOBs, and I remember that everybody knew all the words to every song off the
Word.
mixtapes and everything. So
Word.
I know you were like, okay, let's go. I got my people's ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and you got to think too. Like I got seniority in the company. I've been around.
This your third album?
This let's say this the third one I sold. This the third one that I'm selling. But
Did it bother you when you see like Isaiah Rashad get a little EP out?
no,
SZA
not at
SZA.
all. Because that's what I'm saying. Like you got to think I got seniority in the company. So like even still like I was living out here the whole time off of my last joint. So who was that? You know what I mean? I did very well off of my last brother, 2 years ago.
I will say, out of all the black hippies, you seem the hippiest. Like you seem like
Yeah.
you just
I'm
want to
one.
sit
Yeah.
around,
For real.
smoke, cool out,
I'm Jimmy.
build on a
Kendrick's
higher
very
purpose.
hippie-ish too. I
Who?
think Kendrick. He seems hippie-ish to me.
He's a very nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Do y'all help each other out with musically?
Yeah.
You say you're not a nice guy?
No, I'm a nice guy, but I'm probably the hippie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm probably the hippie out of the crew, for sure.
Are you faithful to Yaris? That's probably an awkward question to ask while
How
she's
you
sitting
ask
right
me?
there.
Yeah.
I know.
Absolutely.
Right here.
Yeah, absolutely. She don't let me go no.
She don't let you do
Yeah.
nothing. She said, you going to the Breakfast
Right
Club?
here.
All right, let's go.
She don't even get. She was ready. She was on time. I'm like, man, she ain't never ready, girl. Why you never ready?
Would you ever bring another girl in the bedroom, Yaris?
She said she does.
Oh, she's a keeper, dog.
Hey man, you know how this guy. Hey, 2014. Baby. You know what I'm saying? We out. You know what I'm saying? We out. We really out here.
Absol.
But remember, hold on, there's rules to this, okay? You can't do that without her present.
I mean, yeah.
You can't be with the girl that she brings with unless she's involved as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let y'all tell it.
He knows this.
Yeah,
You can't have no tech conversations, no DMs and nothing.
yeah, she on it.
And don't let Mona Scott Young put y'all on no reality show. Don't do it. I don't care what she says, because she going to try to come to Yaris first.
No,
Right.
she already did.
Oh, Lord. See that damn Mona boy. Cruella DeVille don't play.
Stop it, man.
We out here.
3 years ago.
We out here.
I'm good on that.
There you
Word.
go.
One last question. What was that conversation like with Top Dog after he seen that tweet where you said you was about to leak your album?
He was laughing at me. He said, you really ready to go, huh? You over there hungry, huh, dog? Show you what that shelf like, huh?
Kendrick said he put you in a headlock.
Yeah, no, I ain't do that, though. I'm trying. That's why I be trying to avoid. That's why I had to get my do's and don'ts, because that could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
We ain't going to say what we said before. Discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah, discipline.
Gotcha. No DP,
No
discipline.
DPs.
That's so... probably f***ed up the whole... Sorry.
The master always
I might
comes
edit
up.
that out.
messed the whole-
To save you, I might edit that out, asshole.
I thought that's what it meant. I mean,
Oh, my
all right.
God,
Sorry.
It's the Breakfast Club, Absol, and we not getting DP'd.
No.
And the security guard, Yaris.